Sales only job. How about it? Welcome back, Jack Beckman. 392, 318 miles per hour.
All right, Fast Jack's in the pilot seat of the Peak Chevrolet Camaro. And it all starts now. Hi, welcome to another episode of Gearhead Man. I'm Mark, your host. And this episode, we're going to be playing a update about Jack Beckman, Fast Jack, piloting the Peak Chevrolet Camaro for John Force, because everybody knows that in between now and the end of the championship run, Fast Jack is piloting the Peak Chevrolet. And this update that I found is going to kind of get everything up to speed as we enter the next phase. I'm very hopeful that Fast Jack can bring home another championship for John Force. Give him number 17. Haven't heard any new updates on John yet or lately, and I'm assuming he's still moving forward, getting better and better day after day. I'm assuming and hoping. But until that day comes where he's either retires, comes back to the sport. I shouldn't say it that way, because even if he retires, he's still coming back to the sport. He's still going to be an icon out at the track supporting his team. As you can say, John's the driving force behind John Force Racing. I did mean the pun there. That was intentional. I know it's probably pretty bad, but that's all I got today. All right. I'm anxious to play what I found, this clip, and get us all up to date. And then we'll talk about it some more after, at the end of this. All right, let's get started.
Jack Beckman's championship chase for Force begins. 5 years ago, Jack Beckman defeated John Force in the final round of Funny Car at Maple Grove Raceway. This year, in a wild and surreal turn of events, Beckman is driving Force's Peak Chevrolet Funny Car and claiming points on behalf of the 16-time world champion. Two-time world champion Beckman has been in the spotlight for the last two races after taking over driving duties for Force, who was sidelined after a significant crash earlier this season that resulted in a traumatic brain injury, TBI. Force was number 2 in the Funny Car standings when the incident occurred, and for 3 races, his car was out of the competition. Just before Brainerd, though, Beckman was tapped to drive the car and finish what Force started, a quest for a 17th world title. The points that Beckman earns count in Force's column until the end of the season. Following a quarter-final performance in his Brainerd debut with John Force Racing and a journey to the semi-finals at the Toyota NHRA US Nationals, Beckman is ready to get to work in the NHRA Mission Foods Drag Racing Series countdown to the championship. "Now that I've knocked the rust off, it's time for the countdown," said Southern California native Beckman. "And we're less than 4 rounds out of first place with a car and a team capable of winning every race." Force's Peak Chevrolet was one of the best in the class and had been on a tear before the wreck at the Play NHRA Virginia Nationals in Richmond. Force had racked up a pair of wins in 3 final rounds to bring his win tally to 155, a low qualifier award in Charlotte, the 167th of his long and storied career, and round wins at all but one race. It began as a season of resurgence, and one that proved he was still plenty primed to win races and championships, despite the birth year on his tech card and any hints at thoughts of retirement. It's impossible to know, but had the crash in Virginia not been a factor, Force would likely have remained in the thick of things with a true shot at a 17th title. With these facts in mind, Beckman has taken his position quite seriously and hasn't actually shown much evidence of rust needing knocked off. There's a lesson in every pass, and we're taking all of that forward. The truth is, we've got such a strong Chevy, and it's making consistent runs, lap after lap. "We're gathering invaluable data every run down the racetrack," said Beckman after the U.S. Nationals, where he scooped up plentiful qualifying points and clocked low elapsed time in the first and second rounds in the Dan Hood/Chris Cunningham/Tim Fabrici prepared Pete Camaro. Entering the event at Maple Grove Raceway, Beckman stands as one of 4 funny car drivers with 3 wins there. The only funny car racer with more victories at the Grove is Force, who has earned 7 trophies there. Beckman would very much like to hand him an 8th Pep Boys NHRA Nationals trophy at the conclusion of the weekend. "I can't wait to get my first win for John, Peak, and Chevrolet," Beckman beamed. "We're going to be a real threat in the countdown. We're just getting started, and this car is going to be killer in the playoffs."
Yeah, I'm hopeful after, hearing all that. I'm very hopeful. Fast Jack is not John Force, but who is? But he's as close as you can find out there today. The Peak Chevrolet Camaro is primed and prepped. Got some good people on that team that's going to be supporting Fast Jack and getting him to the finish line first. I am very hopeful and very confident that that can get done for Jack. And I can't wait to see. It'd be so amazing and so awesome if Jack can get John Force the number 17 championship. Yeah, there's not much more I can say. I just hope John keeps getting better and better. I hope to hear an update here soon on where he's at in his recovery. I think we need that. So if anybody from John Force Racing is watching this, I really hope so. Maybe you can give the fans and the racing world an update on where John's at right now. And coming up in the later weeks, I'm not sure when I'm going to plug it in, but I want to do an update both for Brittany Force and Courtney Force. I got something in the works that I found, and I want to keep build on it and put together some episodes on those two. So look for that in the near future. Just keep an eye out for that. NHRA be coming back to Vegas here next month, I believe. Not sure if I'm going to make it out to the track. I got a lot of things going. In the 10th of October, I'm going to Scottsdale, Arizona for the Barrett Jackson car auction. And that's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun stuff to film and create episodes from and content. I'll probably be creating a lot of shorts when I'm there. And then I'll be back. And then a few days after I'm back is the Mecum auction here in Las Vegas. And I'm going to be there as well. Creating content, bringing you some interesting cars and features. I'm also going to do a lot of shorts there as well. But keep watching. That's why I always said, please subscribe, that way, and hit the bell icon. And when you do that, you'll get a notification every time I post something new, no matter if it's for John, for drag racing, for car auctions, for car shows, anything and everything, man. So that way you never miss the beat of what I'm creating content on. And I do appreciate all my viewers out there. Without you, a few days ago I hit 2,000 subscribers. And we're going up from there. And I couldn't do that with all my fans and viewers out there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for everything you do to help this channel grow. Alright, thanks everyone. We'll see you next episode. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Alright, thank you. I'm out.